Hello and welcome back to Marine for TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is a suspiciously small glass of orange juice. And overnight we've had a few bits of new news. So this video is just going to be a quick one talking about the new event coming to the West, the new Dash Pack coming with EB03, and also the English 3rd anniversary set that was dropped last night. And starting off with the new event, this is going to be the Heroines battle. We did see this event over in the East. However, not all of these alternate ways to play end up making it to the West, so it's really cool to see this one come over. This is going to be happening from February 27th to March 22nd, and is in celebration of EB03 Heroines. Now the results, if I remove my face, you can only play in this event with Heroines leaders, ladies. This is the complete list of legal leaders for this event. There are no restrictions on what cards you can include in your deck. You can include Luffy's, you can include Zoro's, you can include Sakazuki, include whoever you like, but your leader does have to be one of these heroines. At a glance, there are definitely some standouts. I think the new Vivi could be quite powerful, as well as, of course, Bo Hancock, who is incredible in Constructed. Other leaders I think could have a bit of potential. Green Bonnie, definitely. Blue Yellow Nami. But I think there is a lot more here to experiment with, because it's a very different meta, right? We know that Bo Hancock is very good in the Constructed meta, but when there's no Emu, there's no Ace keeping some of these other decks out, it'll be really interesting to see what people experiment and build with. And this is really one of our first looks into an alternate meta, so that's going to be quite exciting, I think. In addition, for participation, you're going to be getting a pack with one of these three promos in. You've got the Robin, the Nami, and the Bonnie. These were given out in tins over in the East. We're getting them as event participation promos. The Robin is by far the most playable one of these. This is very popular in both GP Luffy, but also in RG Luffy. Both of those decks love Robin's protection effect. Nami is locked to Nami and doesn't tend to see a lot of play in Nami. And I don't think this Bonnie is very good at all. But here we are. If you're gonna, when you're opening your packs, the Robin I think is definitely the one you want. Although all three of these are really nice looking cards. And for even nicer looking versions, we have the winner versions. Here are the winner versions of all three. Full art, and they have a big winner stamp. I kind of prefer the ones they got in the East, where it's just full art. They don't have this silly stamp. But it is what it is. If you're a friend of the channel, you know my feelings on winner cards. I'm not a huge fan. And one thing that's strange about this is it says the winner pack, over here it says contains one card per pack. Normally these winner promos, when you win the event, you get a full set of these. For example, when you won the OP13 pre-release, you got the set of the Luffy, Sabo, and Ace. But if we're only getting one of these are going to be even rarer, and opening your winner pack to find a Bonnie might be a little disappointing compared to these other two, especially the Robin, because that's a very playable card. I don't know if this is a typo or if this is actually what's happening, but it would be a shame if you don't get a set of these if you do win your event. Play applications for this event will begin on February 13th, so just a couple of weeks from now, 2-3 weeks. So make sure you get in fast to beat the lotteries. Next up, with the release of EB03, we're also getting a Dash Pack campaign. We're getting more and more of these with every set. If you've bought OP14 or even OP13, you know what this is about. Buy a box, you get a Dash Pack with one of these 4 promos in it. If I unhide Perona. These are really nice alt arts of these 4 cards. Got the Onami that sometimes sees playing purple decks. Vivi, it's an okay little card. You've seen this in Zonji in the past, and you do sometimes see this in EB03 Vivi decks. Koala doesn't see a ton of play anymore. Sometimes you see this in Bello Betty or in Red Black Sabo. And this Perona is really bad, and this shit tilts me, right? There are so many damn alt arts of this 1-cost Perona. There is another 1-cost Perona currently standard legal that is really, really good. It's good in Zoro, it's good in Mihawk. The Searcher one, right? It's such a good card. Why is every damn Perona art this crap 2K? This is utter dog shit. Like, it really tilts me because there's so many pretty Perona cards that you just can't use. Make it the other one. Just swap the text. Come on, man. Anyway, being tilted aside, these arts look really nice. I think my favourite is the Vivi. I really like the cards with other characters in. And you've got Nami, and I believe this is Sanji here, right? I believe this is Sanji. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, I think all 4 of these look really nice, and getting a little pack with one of these when you buy a box, if you can find a box, it's a bit of sugar on top. Also, this is only applicable to in-person purchases. If you buy a box online, stores may not have these or are not obliged to give you them. This is only in-person purchases at Bandai stores and LGSs. And finally, last night, the anniversary set for the English 3rd anniversary was dropped on Premium Bandai. For all the Americans out there, this is going to be releasing in August. Pre-orders are already sold out. It was a bit of a shit show. A lot of bots, a lot of scalpers. Apparently, it is what it is. I was asleep for most of it. But these cards look stunning. And this is going to retail for 120 US dollars, probably 120 euros, and also 120 pounds. Which is diabolical, because 120 pounds, if you're not familiar, that's $160. Brits are paying 33% more than the American retail for this, which is kind of wild. These prices always just translate over 1-to-1. They're never they're never matched according to the Forex markets. But anyway, these are the 3 leaders you're going to get. I'll remove my face again. These look beautiful. Really nice looking art style. I can't quite make out who's the artist on this one. If you know which artist did this, let me know, because these are really, really nice. I love how they have such a unique style with sort of the muted colours. Black and white for the leaders. And then certain bits like Ace's chain, Luffy's shirt have those red and blue colours. And the background, this looks like sort of traditional Chinese, Japanese style art, at least to an uneducated eye. So I'm a huge fan of this. And this is the OP13 leaders. These are all good as well. You got the Ace, that's a bit of a meta terror. RG Luffy, who's a solid off-meta threat, and Red Black Sabo, who's equally as solid an off-meta threat. I will hopefully be getting this from my LGS. They're usually very, very good on supplying us with product. And if you are in Europe, these will be coming to your LGSs and Bandai stores like everything else. We don't have shitty premium Bandai to deal with. Feels bad for the Americans, but it is what it is. And these are the other cards you're going to get in this set. Get the new like crew alt arts. And these remind me of the leaders from the English 2nd anniversary, right? Like the Nika Luffy leader, where it's got the whole gang doing the raid on Wano. These remind me of these, because you got Ace with a bunch of the Whitebeard pirates in the background. You got Luffy with the Straw Hat crew, and of course Sabo with the Rev army. Really nice cards here. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get a playset of these, but playing a playset of like the Sabos in your Sabo deck would go so hard. Because these look awesome. These look awesome. I like the glowing effects around the characters as well. Looks super good. And we're also getting the ASL ult. This is so much better than the actual ult from the set. This scene, very, very iconic. From the Goa Kingdom. All the boys hanging out, having a good time. I really, really like this one. I love when all the characters just look like they're having a great time. They're some of my favourite artworks. And we're also getting a Don with sort of a spliced version of the 3 brothers character rares. This looks pretty nice, but there's so many good Dons out there. It's hard to pick this over some of the other options for me. But this is a really nice looking product. If you're an American, I hope you got your pre-order in last night, because the scalper prices are looking crazy. And if you're a European, make sure you inquire with your LGS as to when they're doing pre-orders for this. Also in this box, you're going to get a storage box that looks like this, with artwork featuring the 3 brothers, and also a deck box featuring the 3 brothers. I believe this is like a leather deck box. It looks alright. The design's a little bit muted, but I don't know. I prefer the cards. The cards look crazy. Deck box, it's just alright. So that's it from me for today. Just a very, very short news roundup of what happened last night, because I thought it was worth talking about. Let me know which leader you're going to be playing for the Heroines event. Let's pull those back up. Yeah, let me know which of these leaders you're going to be playing for the Heroines event. I think my initial testing is probably going to go into maybe Vivi. I really enjoy the Vivi leader that we're getting in EB03, who I'm covering up. There we go. I really enjoy this leader, so I think I'm going to test her first. But there's tons of sort of slightly off-meta leaders, like Lim, like Carrot, that I think could be quite exciting in this format. Either way, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.